Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Now, I don't know if we're going to go live and it's going to work okay. So let me know if you can see and hear me okay, if the sound is okay. I've just updated Wirecast to Wirecast 10, which is the software I use to go live on YouTube. And it's having really major difficulties just now. And also crush the likes as well, if you like these videos, if you can see and hear me okay. So I'm just going to see if we are live or not. Hopefully we are. No, can't see it. This is a nightmare. Right, we'll just presume that we are live. Right, okay, I'm just going to presume that we are live. I can see some people in just now, and hopefully everything's okay. Lip sync is out. Shit. Okay, right, I'm just going to test this 1 wee second. Right, okay, I'm just going to presume that we are live. I can see some people in just now. And right, it says lip sync is okay there. Right, I'm just going to go for it, just see what happens. Okay, we've got Relts in the house. Good morning to you. Tim Gash is in the house from sunny Swindon. Rob UK, one of our brown admins, is in. Liam Hunt, JC Stander, Bruce Rudling is in. Stephen King is in the house. Corey H is in as well. Relts, spot the Aussie. Spot the Aussie. Mervyn Skidmore, another day in Crypto Paradise, yeah. Tim Gash, yeah, all good. Good. Mervyn Skidmore, Relts, too easy. Corey H, Mac Paulin, Mitch Dieter, Marcus Jafari, Chris Noble, good morning to you, mate. Sync is fine with me, no problems here. It looks sync is fine with me as well on my side. Sync okay here, sound is fine here. Chris Noble, excellent. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the markets today, just overall, just what's happening in the markets and why I don't think Bitcoin price is going down. I don't think, and it's not to do with TA. So I'll kind of go over that. We'll go over a wee bit news if we've got time as well. And I want to ask you the question, and if you can answer in here, how many wallets do you think in the world have over $1 million worth of BTC? How many wallets do you think? So that's a question for you. So if you can put your comments in the comment box just now, how many wallets do you think have over $1 million worth of Bitcoin in them? And there's a reason I'm asking this as well. Rain has just joined us as well. So put in the comments just now how many wallets you think have over $1 million worth of Bitcoin. So I will just go over the news. I know there's a delay on this as well. So just wait and I'll go over the markets just now while you kind of put in your answers in the comments box. So how many wallets do you think have over $1 million worth of Bitcoin? Also, crush the likes everybody and go down to the like button and hit that just now. We've just reached over 3,000 yesterday, 3,000 subscribers, which is excellent. Okay, also I'd like your comments to see if you'd like to change anything on the channel, if there's anything I could do to make it better, i.e. take out the intro or something like that, anything at all. Would love your comments and feedback on that. What would make the channel better for you? Just be honest. I appreciate honesty. So if you hate the way the format is just now, just please let me know. I kind of like the format just now, but this is your channel as much as mine. It's you that watches it, so we'd love your feedback on that as well. Okay, 206 billion market capitalization for what's been traded over the last 24 hours. 206 billion at the moment. Bitcoin dominance is up to 54.4%. Bitcoin, it says here, is up at 6,522. I don't think that is right. I'm just going to check that just now. And so we'll go to Bitcoin and XBT. Yeah, it's 6,472, so that's out at the moment. Just going to reload that. And I think Wirecast is eating up. It says 6,520. So that's not quite correct. But it's up anyway. So who's the winners and the losers? We have MCO up 14%. Holochain is still going well. I think it's about 19 Satoshi just now. We spoke about that a couple of times now, up 13%. Nano's up 10%. Populous, Ontology, Wax, Gas, Decred, Horizon, Cash is up in the green as well. So there's probably about 90% in the green. That's because of the big fall yesterday, obviously. In the red, Bitcoin Diamond down to $2.16. That's because it went up a great deal yesterday as well. Bitcoin Dark, Dropel, Bitcoin Private. So all the forks are kind of going down just now. Aurora, Moac, Mixin, Chainlink, Maker, Kin. Kin is down again. Well, it's 74 just now. Komodo, Ogre, TrueUSD, obviously that's. So they're all in the red at the moment. So I'll just go back to the comments, make sure everything is working. So Rain, Adverhagen says 25 wallets. Corey H says 120 wallets. Relt says 600. Chris Noble says 1500. Marcus Jafari says 2000. High Plains Drifter says 10,000. Crypto Don Juan, good morning to you. Rob UK, is all crap, Steve? Just kidding, amazing. I like that video at the end. Thanks very much, Rob. No pints for you when I see you. Rails, airdrop BTC for chat comments. Airdrop BTC for chat. That'd be excellent. Black Label, I'm in the house, excellent. Melvin Skidmore, 8 wallets have less than 1 million. No, this is $1 million worth. The API get for 100 million, so millions, so many wallets should have more as 1 million. Sorry, more than that. Rob Decker, hi, have you looked at Cryptos, new exchange Liquid? Yeah, I seen that the other day, I got the email about it. Also, do you believe Zeb is a good project? We'll look at kind of some projects later on. Okay, so we're going to answer the question, how many wallets do you think have over $1 million worth? Okay, so this is a site, I found this ages ago, and I just looked at it again. So this is a site, it's called bitinfocharts.com, and it tells you the kind of wallets 100 richest, and it's got the top 100. The top one, as you'd expect, is Bitfinex. It's a cold wallet, and it's got 223,000 Bitcoin, which is $1.4 billion worth, which is a total of 1.3% of the total. So that's a cold wallet as well. Binance, obviously, Bittrex, so the top ones there. But interesting to see, I checked this morning, I just thought, okay, I wonder how many has got 1 million. So I went to page 5, so that's up to 400, and that's 20 million. So we have to go to page 79. We'll go to page 79 just now, hope this works. I think it's actually more than that. We'll go to 81. 83. There's more. I think it must have been more than that actually. So we're just going up to, we're up to 8,800 wallets, up more than $1 million worth. We're still going. 9,200, 9,400. 9,600, so we're near the bottom of it, not quite. 98, 9,700, 9,790 wallets have over $1 million worth of Bitcoin in them. 9,790 wallets have over $1 million of Bitcoin within them. Now, why did I ask that question? Why was I looking at that? Because I'm looking at this, everybody's kind of doing this and everybody's talking about the manipulation that's kind of going on just now. Obviously, we know it's been manipulated, and with this kind of FUD going out about the kind of wallets and kind of the Silk Road wallets and possibly Mt. Gox wallets and stuff. I don't know if it's FUD or not, to be honest, but it is creating that fear, uncertainty and doubt as well, so we can still call it FUD. And what's happening in the kind of crypto markets as well. So I'm just kind of looking at manipulation, just see how many people could actually manipulate the market. And if you've got $1 million worth of Bitcoin, could you manipulate the market with $1 million worth? To a degree, depends on what exchange you're on. So I thought it'd be interesting to look at that. So 9,790 wallet at the moment have over $1 million worth. Obviously, when kind of Bitcoin price goes up even a wee bit, it'll bring many more people into that $1 million bracket. So I just thought that was kind of pretty crazy to look at. I'm just going to go to something just now, and when we sec, wait a second. I've got that already because I was talking about Goldman Sachs. So the FUD about Goldman Sachs that we were talking about yesterday, Goldman Sachs says they're not going to do the trading desk anymore, the crypto trading desk, but they're just putting it on hold. But that got me thinking because the markets went down because of that news. And why did the markets go down because of that news? Because if Goldman Sachs, the likes of Goldman Sachs, are not going to be doing a crypto trading desk, which was all FUD anyway, wasn't it? It was just fake news. And they're just going to put it on hold. If they're not going to do that, is because of the instability in the markets just now. Now, what the SEC are going to be looking at is looking at the likes of Goldman Sachs and saying, well, if they're not going to be doing that because of the instability, that is their big problem, the big issue, and the manipulation in the markets just now. And yesterday was a prime example of it being manipulated. And somebody reportedly, allegedly, had kind of put a short on for about $74 million 2 days before the news from Goldman Sachs. So we don't know if there's some insider trading there or not, but it just seems a bit of a coincidence. A lot of people are talking about that. Don't know if it's true. Don't know if it's just allegedly that's kind of what's happening. And a lot of people on Reddit are kind of investigating for themselves just that very story. So it's quite interesting to see the manipulation in the markets just now. And that's why we need regulation. That's why we need that regulation in the crypto market. I was against the regulations and the government coming in and the kind of big institutional investors coming in as well, because of this very thing, because of the manipulation in the markets. Last year it was all hunky-dory. It was just you and I that was kind of going on in the markets. We were kind of getting on well in the markets. Things were going really well. And then the institutional investors started coming in, and this is where the manipulation is starting just now. So I just wanted to see how many people could actually manipulate the markets. I'll just go to kind of page 2, and there's lots of private wallets that could actually manipulate the markets. And these are all kind of private wallets as well. They're not owned by kind of a particular exchange or anything. So this is on page 2, and we're talking $50 million worth. So imagine if somebody was to short Bitcoin or sell off Bitcoin at $65 million worth. And it's just interesting to see how many people could actually manipulate the markets. And there's a lot of people that can actually manipulate the markets just now with regards to the Bitcoin price. So I just thought that was really interesting. We'll go back to chat just now. Scottish Bull, Brock Pierce, Tether corrupt. A lot of people have been saying that since it kind of came out. And it seems to be another kind of manipulation kind of part as well. Christopher Dalston, Rob is on the money. Liquid exchange is going to rocket more than Binance. Bitum, BitMEX, Bittrex, and 14 more partners. So we'll look at that as well. Maya fake news, it didn't go down because of Goldman Sachs. Coinbase looking at ETF, yeah, we kind of looked at that as well. 9,700 millions have percentage from BTC in the market. Could be nice to know when does they bought them. Maybe some losing like hell. Yeah, there'll be a lot of people losing just now with their Bitcoin wallets. But if you're in it for the long term, you don't, and you've got a couple of $1 million or anyway $10 million, obviously you can afford to keep that in. So they're not going to be selling. They'll just keep it for the long term. It only takes a handful of these whales to get together, and market manipulation would be a breeze. It would be, totally. We can even be whales in the market as well. I've been looking at some things as well and looking and just seeing how easy it would be to manipulate the price of something. I'm not going to kind of share what I was thinking, but I was thinking about doing something. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. It's just not, it's not right. And I just asked myself the question, would I do that? And basically it was to kind of crash the price in order to get a coin really, really cheap. So basically what you're doing is you put a buy order in to buy something really, really cheap, say at 5 Satoshi or something. And if you've got enough of that coin, say you had 100 million tokens or something of a coin, and it was sitting at 20 Satoshi, and the kind of buy orders were less than say 50 million, you could put a buy order, or you could put a buy order in for 5 Satoshi, say for, I don't know, a million tokens or something, and you could sell 20 million tokens and get loads of tokens for 5 Satoshi. That's not quite the way it works. But you can manipulate markets, even yourself, if you have 5 to 10 Bitcoin. So it's going to be extremely easy for some of the big whales to manipulate the markets. I'm sure that's what's going on big time just now. Not with Bitcoin, not just with Bitcoin, with other cryptos as well. So it's not just with Bitcoin I'm talking about. Okay, so we will look at, what done yesterday. So I was talking about BitMEX yesterday. I was thinking about going back in and maybe putting a couple of $1,000s in it. So what I've done is I've gone back into BitMEX, but I've picked, I've not kind of traded the Bitcoin. What I've done instead is I've gone for Cardano. I think Cardano is going to kind of go up, although there's contrary news to that we're going to be looking at as well that says it's not going to go up, it's going to hit its all-time low. Another kind of news article saying it's going to hit its all-time high. Me personally, I think it's going to go up kind of big time, so I put something on BitMEX just at 5x. So I didn't do a kind of 20x trade or anything. This is for the September kind of future on BitMEX. So I don't know if I can show you that, if I've got it up. I've not got it up just now, but where is it just now? So the Cardano 1321, so it's down a wee bit just now. I got in at 1330 at 5x, and I put 0.34 Bitcoin worth in. So I sold off wager, some of the wager that I had, the wager project. So that was the only one that was up from last year, from when I bought it. So it was about $2,000 worth. And I'll just see how that goes till the end of September, September the 28th, when the contract is due to close. So we'll need to wait and see kind of what happens there. So I've gone at 1330, obviously overnight it's gone up to 1360, which would have given me about a 10% rise with the 5x leverage. But I'm just going to keep it just now, see what happens with it, because I do believe Cardano is going to go up, but all depends on kind of Bitcoin price as well. It's not just Cardano, because it very closely follows the Bitcoin price as well. And Bitcoin is up to 6,477. Okay, so with regards to the contrarian view, I think it's a contrarian view. I don't know if you think that Bitcoin is going to go back up or if you think it's going to go down. A lot of people are saying it's going to go down. Obviously, the likes of Tone Vays, they're saying it's going to go down as well. And I really like Tone Vays, actually. I think he really talks kind of sense. I just don't agree with his opinion that Bitcoin is going to go down to about 4,800. That I might be totally wrong with that, but I just don't agree with it. I don't believe that's going to go happen. It's going to happen, and I think by the end of September we're going to be back up. Obviously, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I'm probably going against the crowd. I've got a contrarian view on this. I think we're going to go up to about $8,000 by the end of September. That might be totally out of line or out of sync with what everybody else is talking about, because clearly here it's kind of broken this trend line big time, and this is on a 1 hour chart. We kind of go to the 4 hour chart on Bitcoin. So clearly it's broken this trend line here that it had on the 4 hour chart and the 1 hour chart as well. But I just think it's going to go back up, and I think by the end of September we're going to be at $8,000 at least by the end of September. But that's just my opinion. I think because of the FUD that's been going about, if the drop was due to this kind of the Goldman Sachs ETF kind of thing, or if it was due to kind of Mt. Gox or the kind of Silk Road kind of wallets, then that's different. If it was Silk Road kind of selling off, the Silk Road wallets selling off, I don't even know if that's a true story. It's just kind of alleged true story that they're moving their kind of Bitcoin to Binance and kind of Bitfinex and places like that as well. So we don't know what's happening, if it was them selling off, or was it because of that news that the sell-off happened yesterday, and people just saying, okay, I'm getting out of Bitcoin. If this is true, I'm just going to get out. If it was that, then obviously it should climb back up, but you'd expected a bigger bounce by now. That's my only concern at the moment. I would have expected a bigger bounce from here. It did go all the way down to 6,250, climbed up to 6,530, which is not that much. It's only $250, but that's a kind of big rise comparatively. But I do think this is going to go up, and I'm probably totally going against what everybody else thinks that it's going to go down, but I do think this is going to bounce back up, and I think within the next couple of days we're going to be back up to around about $7,000. And would that happen over the weekend? I don't know. Traditionally over the weekend Bitcoin price kind of goes down a wee bit. The kind of trading is off at the weekends, so that would mean by Monday we'd be up to $7,000 if I'm right, but we'll need to wait and see. And as I said, you need to do your own research on that, because this is definitely a contrarian view, I think. And TA wise, you would not say this is going to go up. You would just say this is still going down heavily if you're just looking at the charts. So that we've got a resistance there, 7,300, but there is kind of resistance there just now short term. If we look at horizontal, we'll just go to horizontal line. Kind of put a resistance there at 6,700. This is a new kind of resistance lines, 7,092. And then we're going and support. Where is short-term support? Difficult to see short-term support. We're probably talking around about the 6,250 level. But all the way down to 5,000. This is on the 4-hour chart. So I've always said I don't think it'll go below 5,800. We'll just take that off. But I just think this is going to go back up, and we're going to get a bounce. I don't think was this a dead cat bounce? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. We'll have a look at the shorts just now. Who's shorting? There's probably an all-time high. BTC USD, and we'll go the shorts. This is on Bitfinex. It's near its recent high. We'll go on the daily chart. What is the all-time high? It's near its all-time high actually. For the number of shorts is near its all-time high. So as I said, this is totally a contrarian view, and the kind of charts and the shorts and the longs just do not indicate that this is going to go up. And I don't know if that's the kind of optimist in me or not, but I just think it's going to bounce back up. So longs are at 26,681. It's kind of coming down, going up a wee bit. The shorts are at 39,000 short positions just now. So according to that, you'd think, okay, this is going down big time, but we just don't know. So it'd be good to hear your thoughts as well. What do you think Bitcoin is going to do? Do you think it's going to go down over the weekend, or do you think it's going to go back up? Do you think this was a dead cat bounce from 6,250 up to 6,500, or do you think there's something bigger going to happen here as well? Mervyn Skidmore, only takes a handful of these whales to get together. Yeah, I've seen that one. Thanks, Mervyn. Mark Pollen, but may they bought them long, could not get it cheaper as they bought them. 5x on ADA, you sure you got them mineral, Steve? Scottish Bull, he's a muppet. Who's a muppet? Binance been so slow lately, withdrawals and deposits. Mark Pollen, but since January BTC down step by step, surprised about what's happened yesterday. Traders don't think like me. Rain, just a big shakedown, it will climb back up shortly. I believe so. David Schwartz, hello, better late than never, I guess. Excellent, good to see you, David. Mervyn Skidmore, early in the week, BTC shorts went through the roof while BTC was still rising. Smacks of manipulation, definitely, without a doubt. Alex Jug, morning all. Scottish Bull, I think it would hover around 6,000 over the weekend. No, yeah, it could do. I don't think it's going to go below that for the Bitcoin price. I do not think it's going to go below that over the weekend. We'll soon find out. We will soon find out. That's on the daily chart. As you can see, this kind of steep rise up. This was the kind of trend line going up, and it's clearly kind of broken that trend line big time. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens over the weekend. I've went into the market with Cardano. I have went into the market with Cardano. It's not on the chart wise. You wouldn't say it was going up. Apart from here at 13.10, it crossed over in hourly, but that's if you're a day trader looking at that. So 13.24 just now, so it's around about the same level I bought in, but this could obviously go lower. I think the lowest it's been is about 1200. I've got the liquidation price about 1090 or something, so it could get liquidated, and that'll be probably the last ever trade on BitMEX, and I'll just hold the altcoins that I've got. But I just think Cardano, for some reason, I don't know, just because of all the tech and everything that's going on with Cardano, I just think it's going to shoot up at some point, and hopefully it doesn't go down before it bounces right back up. I made 11k on that BT short off of the 1000. Excellent. That's brilliant, Aces. That's excellent. And I think that's the way to do it. It's just kind of follow the big guys, what they're doing, and kind of short it or long it. Liam Hunt, if it goes down below 6250, be a brilliant short. Four Flies has signalled. Four Flies. Scottish Bull volume on the day was 23 billion. Very strange when dumping. Marcus Jafari, BTC will go sideways, then up next week, methinks. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen from here. We're kind of going sideways just now. We're kind of trading sideways at the moment. So we're within a range of 6,500 and around about 6,350. So we're kind of in within that range. So we need to wait on it kind of breaking out of these. I'm just going to put a green line there. So this is the range just now. This is on a 1 hour chart. So if we look at, we're in within this range just now. So we need to wait on it breaking out this range at the moment. So either to the upside or to the downside, and then a lot of people will be taking positions. So we're kind of going sideways at the moment. So it needs to break that 6,500 and stay above that as well for us to keep on going up. I say keep on going up, it's fell $1,000, but it's just starting to kind of rise a wee bit just now. So we need to wait and see what happens. I'll probably come on Monday and go, oh shit, it's went down to 5,500, but I don't think so. I don't think that is going to happen. Okay, look at some news. If I can get to it, yeah, it's computer's going really slow. So US Senate confirms new pro-crypto SEC Commissioner Elad Roisman. So the United States Senate confirmed Elad Roisman as a member of the Securities and Exchange Commission during the session of September the 5th, 2018. This decision completes the 5 required members to complete all seats within the commission. Mr. Roisman, 37 years old, was confirmed as a commissioner after serving for several years as a chief counsel at the US Senate Committee on Banking, Housing and Urban Affairs. Roisman, a Republican candidate, was nominated to Senate by White House during the month of June. Subsequently, on August 23, 2018, the Senate Banking Committee approved the nomination, and yesterday he was confirmed to take the position effectively. So Roisman has several important challenges ahead of him, 2 of the most critical decisions in which he will play an important role, and those related to a new set of rules and regulations governing the relationship between stockbrokers and the clients, as well as that of renewing the SEC's vision regarding cryptocurrencies and the possibility of approving cryptocurrencies ETF. He's been associated with having a pro-crypto stance. His role within the SEC is expected to support Commissioner Hester Peirce's earlier initiative to open financial markets to the world of cryptocurrencies. So this could be good news as well, that he's pro kind of crypto is Elad Roisman. So we need to wait and see what happens with the SEC's kind of decision on the ETFs. So we'll see what happens with that, but if he's pro crypto, that's a good thing, as long as Hester Peirce's kind of stance on crypto as well. So that could be a good thing. That could help the markets as well. Goldman CFO TechCrunch regarding rumours of rolling back crypto desks, fake news. So just going to have a look at this just now. I'll show you the kind of Twitter comment that comes up. Computer is running really slow just now. So this is from Sally Shin. I think one of the wonderful things about us is that we get written about a lot. I never thought I would hear myself use this term, but I really have to describe that news as fake news. So that's a Goldman Sachs CFO, a TechCrunch regarding rumours of rolling back crypto desk. So that's been, I'm saying it's been confirmed, but I don't know if this tweet is confirmation of that. So they're saying that's just kind of fake news as well with the Goldman Sachs thing. Bitcoin cannot be stopped by the government, says Andreas Antonopoulos. Andreas Antonopoulos, a Bitcoin advocate, during a question and answer session on whether Bitcoin is testing governments, explains the role Bitcoin and critical impact it has on governments worldwide. He responded and started with the power of ideas and the idea of Bitcoin. He said, ideas are powerful and ideas change the future money effectively than any other thing in the history of humanity. Not people, ideas. And the good news is that Bitcoin isn't people, it's ideas. And he went on to say, and in one really beautiful way, it's an idea that has been distilled into some mathematical formulas and put together as software. So that idea now runs on the internet and it doesn't run in one place. In other words, it's decentralized. So I thought that was quite an interesting story. As ever, I'll just post all these kind of stories just underneath this video as well. Coinbase to step into the Bitcoin ETF arena with the help of BlackRock. This was out 12 hours ago, but we've kind of seen this a couple of days ago as well. So Coinbase, one of the leading cryptocurrency exchange platforms in the world, is looking into launching their own Bitcoin ETF, along with the help of BlackRock, according to Business Insider. The exchange platform had a meeting with individuals working with the BlackRock's blockchain group, according to reports. And this is because the firm is considered to be an expert when it comes to launching an exchange-traded product. So this could be really good as well. Coinbase, as I said, I was kind of down on Coinbase at the beginning of the year. I just thought they were going to be dead and buried in the water because nobody would require them anymore. But they're doing brilliant things for institutional investors, which is what we need in the markets, the new money. Although we don't need the kind of manipulation. But we need that new money in the markets, and Coinbase is really leading the way, and they're bringing out innovative products as well. So Coinbase is really leading the market just now. And I think with this news could be good as well for the crypto space. Trump's new SEC commissioner, that's the same story I was kind of talking about. So analysts, this is from Ethereum World News, Bitcoin breakout could be happening in November. They've been saying that, not they've been saying that, but people have been saying that for the last 5 months or so. I've been saying it for the last 5 months. This could be the month that Bitcoin goes up. And this is another kind of news story saying why it's going to hit 10,000 in the month of November. So kind of share that with you as well. This was interesting. Cardano ADA loses 95% of its value since January all-time high. Further downside unlikely. So talking about the Cardano loss, and it's lost 95%. And one of the reasons I like it as well, because it's lost so much. Not just because it's lost so much, because you can never tell what its all-time low is going to be, but because fundamentally it's changed since the beginning of January. They've got so much more going on, and the tech has kind of been advanced as well. So that's why I like Cardano at the moment, and I'm very bullish on Cardano and what they could do, potentially take over Ethereum. Not in the next month or so, but long term. So I like Cardano, but there's another story, a contrarian story, well, another side of it. Cardano price analysis, ADA likely to print new 2018 lows. So this is talking about Cardano and why it could go lower than what it is. So talking about the weekly chart and looking at the daily chart, I'll post this for you as well. So we'll have to look at everything. We don't just look at this out. What we do is what a lot of people do is when they buy into a token or buy into a project for the long term, they'll look for news stories that confirm their bias. So what a good idea to do if you've kind of bought into a project for the long term, look at both sides of the story. Look for news, not just good news, that confirms, it's called confirmational bias, that confirms your bias towards buying it. Because what we really do is we look for confirmation that we've made the right decision. So we look for good news when we bought into a project. But you have to look at the kind of bad news as well, why Cardano might go down, why Cardano might go up. So we have to look at that, and that's what I was kind of looking at this morning. But I bought into it kind of for, I'm not saying the long term, till the end of September, till that future runs out on kind of BitMEX. So I need to wait and see what happens. Oh, this is Coin Checkup. I was checking that. So that's the news in brief. That's the news. Just go back to chat. What time are we on? Rain, can you take a look at VeChain, Steve? Any thoughts? Yeah, I'll take a look at a few charts as well. So we'll go to VET, BTC. So this is on the hourly chart. We'll just look on the 4-hour chart if we're looking longer term. So overall on VeChain, obviously we're up. Kind of did have a big kind of drop, but overall you're up on VeChain. So we'll just look at the trend line from where it is just now. So obviously it's been way above this kind of trend line, and that's just a very quick kind of look at it on the trend line. We'll just look at the hourly chart actually. So the thing was kind of doing TA and looking at the trend line, that's just kind of the prices just now. But if we kind of put the trend line before, which was here, you'd say it's kind of broken to the downside. And this was only kind of a few days ago on the 4th of September. So that would have been the trend line here. So it's broken it out of that trend line now. So I'm just kind of putting the trend line here because this is a new price. But a few days ago, we would have put the trend line here. A few days before that, we'd have put it somewhere else. So you can see here even, we'd have put the trend line down here. So that would have been the trend line. And it would have broken down from here and out, and would need to get back in. So it's kind of, at the moment, it's trading sideways at the moment. 245 Satoshi. But short term, it's looking if it's going to go down a wee bit, but we just don't know. Obviously, what's happened with the Bitcoin price as well has not helped it. It's not helped any of the alts overall. So it's keeping a close eye on the Bitcoin price as well. But 245, it has been as low as 108. Are we going to see 108 again? We just don't know, but it's trading kind of sideways at the moment. Just waiting to see for the next jump up or the next kind of drop down. But VeChain have got a lot going on. Made a lot of partnerships over the last few weeks as well. So I think it could be good for the longer term. But again, it depends on this Bitcoin price. Back to chat. And did you look more into Jinmei? I just kind of looked at it briefly. So I looked at it briefly and just kind of, because I thought about the low circulating supply and the total supply and thought, oh shit, what's going on? But Jin, just see if it's moved at all. $2.95. This is what I liked about it, the circulating supply, total supply, and the total supply is 10 million as the max supply. So you've got circulating supply, total supply, and maximum supply. It doesn't show the max supply on here, so the max supply is 10 million. But even at that, it's still good at $2.95. But no, I've not looked into it deeper. I just looked at it briefly again after the show the other day. Needs tonic, yes. Atif, hi Steve, just yesterday saw your old video about trading on Bancor with compounding strategy. Is that still going on? What's results now? Because of the kind of big drop, it's just kind of gone haywire just now. This kind of definitely works. The 3 to 6 strategy that we're kind of talking about definitely works. Well, it definitely works, but you have to be kind of disciplined about it and just not panic about the kind of drops and stuff like that as well. And there was a kind of some big losses on the 3 to 6 strategy. So it works in an up market, obviously. Works much better in an up market. It still works in a kind of down market. But when there's this much volatility, it's difficult to use that 3 to 6 strategy. So it works much better in a stable and up market. And a stable down market as well. Because you can get a stable down market just slowly going down. You can still make money there. So I still think the compounding factor is good as well if you're to compound. But it would have to be much more structured as well. Double Slit, it's been a while since I caught a live of your comments slow. You should try Brave Browser, it's really good. I downloaded the Brave Browser when it first came out, but I've never actually used it. I need to use it, Double Slit. Anyway, I was thinking that Steve's vids looks like a clip from Interstellar with that bookcase in the background. Interstellar. I'm just going to... What's Interstellar? You need to explain that. Marcus Jafari, Mervyn Scottenberg, had crossed my mind. Oh, right, you need to explain that now. But it looks like a clip from Interstellar with that bookcase in the background. Cash. Somebody's talking about Cash. Interstellar, the film. Ah, right, okay. I don't think I've seen Interstellar yet. Right, I'm going to just check that. This has nothing to do with crypto. I just want to check it. I don't think I've seen the film Interstellar. No, I haven't seen that yet. Ah, so is that a good movie then? I need to check that out. Sharon, my wife, is not really into kind of movies like that. I kind of like all movies like this, but we've not seen Interstellar yet. I've not actually seen it yet. So that's what I mean. Okay, right. There's a lot of action in Kin. Somebody was talking about Cash as well. We never quite looked at that. Up 8% to 22 cents. Market capitalization 77 million. Circulating supply 350 million. Total supply 1 billion. Don't know what the max supply is. Down from its all-time highs of $2.39, which again is about 80% loss. As the same as all the other alts as well. So this we're talking about Cash as well. And discover new crypto opportunity, the notion of limitless possibilities. So this is the liquid platform that everybody's kind of talking about as well, and this could really kind of help Cash as well. As I said, I got the email the other day because I'd signed up as well ages ago, looking to kind of be a tester for liquid as well. So we need to wait and see how that plays out. So this could be a really good one. Cash, if we're looking at that, the all-time highs is not, well, it's 80% of its all-time highs. And obviously, fundamentally, things have changed now as well. So this could be really good for Cash as well. There's a markets it's trading on. 3.5 million. AXX, X-rates. It's on most exchanges as well. Just going to look at EXX. I've never actually heard of EXX. ET mining and transaction, high dividend and token holding. Oh, this is a mining one as well. Need to check more into that. A lot of action in Kin. Kin, yeah, it's a shame that Kin's gone down so much, but for the long term, I think you're going to be okay. Whoever's holding Kin, 74 is still 1 Satoshi at the moment, 33 Gui. Just now, market capitalization 55 million. Obviously, it's been a lot higher than that. The market capitalization has been kind of around about 1 billion. Yeah, it was just over 1 billion. So we're kind of 20 times down from where it was. Kin. I still think it's going to do good long term. And can you check? Yeah, we'll just check the major ones. We'll check Ethereum. TRX. What's happening with Tron just now? 324. Tron was another one I was looking at on BitMEX to go long on, just doing a 5x long on that, because the liquidation price was about 250 or something, but I just thought the liquidation price was just a bit too close, so I didn't go in for that. But Tron I think could be good as well. It's on the down slope just now. It's on the downturn. XBTC. Bitcoin going down again, which means everybody else is going to go down. Cardano is down. EOS down as well because of the Bitcoin price. They're all following the Bitcoin price. Ethereum as well going down, just going to cross down over on the 1 hour chart. So I can't believe what's going on with Ethereum. Either Ethereum is just going to be kind of gone, which I don't believe it will, or it's just going to shoot majorly back up in price when everything starts moving. Because at these prices, just go, holy shit, $223 for Ethereum. If we look at the day chart. This is, we'll just look at Ethereum USD. Oh. Ethereum USD, that was on the BitMEX price. We'll look on the daily chart. to see what its all-time high was, where it is now, and what percentage it's actually gone down. It's gone down about 85% from its all-time high. So when you look at that, you just go, geez, oh, what's going on here? So a lot of people are talking about Ethereum is just going to be dead in the water. I just definitely don't think it is. It's just got too much going on for it just now as well. So I think Ethereum is going to be safe for the long term, but in the short term, it looks as if it's going to go down a wee bit further. Looking at the 4-hour chart, doesn't look good on that. That's because of the Bitcoin price drop as well. And even very short term, we're looking at it looks as if it's crossing down back over, so it looks as if it's going to go down a wee bit further. We've got a support level at these levels. We've not really got a support level. I guess the next support would be about $220. So it's not looking good at the moment for Ethereum, but it's not looking good for any of the kind of big guns, to be honest. Black Label 46. I saw in the news the other day about Crypto Island funded by a coin. Greg Norman has designed the golf course on the island. Have you heard about it? It's here in Australia. I haven't heard about it, Black Label. Great Keppel Island. That's funded by about Crypto Island. We'll just check it out just now. We've got a wee bit of time, we've got a couple of minutes. Great Keppel Island, crypto. Plan to tokenize Great Barrier Reef Resort. I thought I planned to tokenize the Great Barrier Reef. I was going to say, how the hell? But it's a resort. So plan to turn Keppel Island into a futuristic cryptocurrency haven. It's a futuristic game plan designed to revamp one of Australia's beautiful islands, but there's no guarantee it'll work. Get wrecked on Keppel. The cheeky slogan once used to market Great Barrier Reef most. Ah, interesting. Interesting. You check that out more. Okay, I think that's it for just now. We'll just have a quick look at kind of Binance, what's happening on Binance, and who's up, who's down. So HOT is still going up, 19 Satoshi at the moment. RLC is up 8% as well. That's just jumped up. It kind of went up yesterday, 529. So it's gone up from yesterday, it's gone up 22%. AMB is up as well. EVX, BABB, or VIB, REQ. Somebody was talking about REQ this morning. PPT is up. So there's still opportunities out there. KNC, GBT, CDT as well. These are all up, not that much, just a few percent points, but still up nonetheless. This is kind of going down. So who's the kind of losers on the Binance just now? MDA down kind of big time as well. That drop from 13,000 all the way down to 9,000. Big drop there. 30%. Dent is down to 38. And it's broken that trend line. It's going down a wee bit more. But Dent's had a good run up from 23 Satoshi. And key, we'll just look at the kind of lowest ones. So there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tokens at, well, MFT is around about 100 Satoshi. So last week or the previous week there was about 4 tokens that were under 100 Satoshi. Now there are 8 tokens, so it's went up 100%. If we say MFT is just about to hit that 100 level as well. So that kind of shows you the state of the market, and there's loads under kind of 500 Satoshi now as well. I think there was 30 odds before. And we'll just look at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 20 at few. 22, 24, 26, 30, 32, 34, 36, 36 under 500 Satoshi as well. I just think it's a good indicator just for looking at the ones under 100 and the ones under 500 and count them periodically as well. So there's 38 under 500. I think a couple of weeks ago it was about 29 or something. So that's up as well. So there's going to be loads of opportunities if Bitcoin price does go up, but we need to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin price over the weekend. Certainly looks as if it's going to go down just now, which means everybody else is going to go down, or most other alts are going to go down as well, including Cardano. So we need to wait and see if this is going to be a big drop, or can we get a bounce from here as well. I think we're going up, but that's probably totally contrarian, and we'll see what happens over the weekend. Okay, just go back to comments one last time. I think that's it just now. Rain saying thanks, Steve, my pleasure. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Hope you have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing. And until Monday, just be careful out there and watch what you're doing in the crypto space. And have a brilliant weekend. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers.